Motivation! Yeah! Gets us amped up. Woo! We love it. It works. Very temporarily. Doesn't really last. In fact, a lot of motivational gurus say that motivation's like taking a bath or getting clean or brushing your teeth or a shower. You need one. You need one very often, and then you need another one, and you need to take a bath every day, and you need to get motivated every day. And I don't know, I think it's been my experience that if you want something, you kind of really go for it, and nobody needs to tell you what to do. And you just go at it, and you may be thrown off the course once in a while, but you keep at it. And that's the thing. Most motivation is coming from the wrong side. And that's why we don't do it. Motivation! We love it. Now, if only it worked really well, and if only you could keep fired up and at it for motivation. The thing is, it doesn't really work that way. In fact, a lot of motivational speakers will tell you, you need motivation, you need motivation, and you need motivation, and you need to get motivation any which way you can, and you gotta bathe yourself in motivation every day. They tell you it's like a bath. You need to get motivation, and then later you need to get more motivation. And really now, because my understanding is, and my experience, I don't know about yours, is if you really want something, nobody has to remind you. Nobody has to shove it down your throat and motivate you. You just go out, do it, get it done. Wouldn't it be great if motivation worked more constantly, more steadily, more naturally, more automatically? Well, the key to that is where the motive force is coming from, where the driving force is coming from. You see, most motivation that's out there, most motivation shit, comes from the outside. It's something being shoved down your throat, some idea or ideal from society, or someone trying to sell you something where, here, hustle, 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 do this, do that, survival of the shittest, and if you don't kill, you be killed. Even the strongest frames like that don't work so reliably, so sustainably, because they're coming from the wrong direction. Motivation that really works well tends to start from within, from you. It's hard to do things when you don't know why you're doing them. And it's really hard to do what you're supposed to be doing with your life when you don't even know who you are. So, the basic premise in our Drives module is so that we can know ourselves, and that if we finally know who we are, we can begin to mold, to adapt who we are, who we're being, and how we're showing up in the world, so that we're happy with where we're coming from, where we're at the moment, where we've been, and where we're going, and what we do with our lives finally, and what significance we make of it. How we tend to behave in the world naturally, automatically, without cueing, tends to be dictated by a running story, a series of scripts of who we are, how we are, what we should be doing, who we should be, how we should act, and how we should interact with others and the world around us. And a lot of that is colored by our notion of the past and who raised us, and perhaps even to some extent genetics, but truly to a large extent by the people we grew up with and that we've kept around us. who we tend to act like, how we tend to show up in the world, how we behave, how we act, how we carry ourselves, who we present ourselves to be in our day-to-day and over the course of our lives, tends to be automatically dictated by a story, an overarching story that guides us, that dictates who we are and scripts how we behave. That's the basic premise behind our rescripting module. We look at the scripts that run us, the stories that define us and how we behave, and then we rewrite those stories so things end up better.